In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use the cold calling method of questioning in the most effective way possible. Now, a very quick kind of summary for people who are not really aware of the cold calling method. That is where you actually take control of who answers your questions. So why is that important? Well, traditionally, I suppose, and certainly I remember this when I was a student, teachers would ask you to put your hand up if you wanted to kind of contribute or you wanted to participate in the kind of questioning, which meant that actually kids work out very quickly. If you don't want to think and you don't want to contribute, just keep your hands down. Sir or miss will only kind of pick someone with their hands up. So it's a really poor and basic way of doing our questioning. So the cold calling method enables you to kind of select who you want to answer the question with the kind of the aim really that everyone is having to think, because that's ultimately why we want to ask questions. We don't really want to know the answer from one person. What a great question should do is make everyone have to think in the classroom. The more thinking you do and the more thinking all the students to do, then the better the memory is going to be. So the cold calling method then is great for that. So you would ask a question. Now the best way to do this is to ask a question, let it simmer in the air for a few seconds, use your presence, wander around the classroom, eyeball a few students. Everyone's thinking, it could be me, it could be me. Nobody knows who's going to be asked, so everyone's having to think. Then you select a student and you ask for their answer and you get an answer. That way everyone's had to think. However, sometimes when I see teachers, they think that they're doing cold calling and they will say, right, Sam, and then they will ask Sam a question. And yes, they've targeted Sam and yes, they've cold called him, but ultimately what they've done is that they've let everyone else switch off. Because actually, as soon as everyone hears Sam, everyone thinks, it's not me. They don't have to think about the question. So just by reversing the order or getting the order right, will make everyone think or not everyone think. So say your question, let it simmer in the air for a few seconds, identify who you want to answer it. That way everyone then thinks about it, which is what we want. So hopefully that's been really useful for you in a very short space of time. Use your cold calling questioning, target the students, say the question first, let it simmer, use your presence around the classroom, a little bit like a murder wink type of situation, and then hopefully you'll get everyone thinking. If that's been useful, join the comments below, join the conversation in your staff room, and share it on if you think other people would benefit from it.